Good afternoon and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video in the algorithm. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, comment, all of those great things. Okay. If you want to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App. Okay. I wanted to talk about a story that I ran across. I actually got it off of Blackwood News' page. Okay. And it prompted me to go to where he had posted that the story was at. Okay. On the Commercial Appeal. That's a Memphis. They used to, it's still a newspaper. Now they've gone digital. Okay. I think they still do pass out sell newspapers on the corners. Okay. But they used to be the go-to source, right? The Commercial Appeal, a big newspaper paper company around the Memphis area. But they're talking about something that I've been saying for months. People have gotten so caught up in the code to the vid. I have to say stuff a certain way on here. Y'all know what I mean. C vid, okay? Yeah, the big C, okay? That folks had forgotten about the H to the I to the V and the A to the I to the D to the S, okay? And it has been growing around the Memphis and Shelby counties area, spreading for a very long time. Like sometimes I feel like they intentionally do this until so many people have contracted this. You know, like I said, the money is not in the cure. The money is in the medicine, the treatments. And so you don't even hear about them being proactive anymore as it relates to this situation. You hear them talking about the reaction. Well, after you get it, this situation, and y'all, I'm careful with my words, okay? Because they don't want people to be educated. When you start talking about stuff like this, they don't want you to really spread awareness because it hurts their agenda. But when you start talking about spreading awareness, that's when things start happening, with your channel, okay? But anyways, it is, hey, it has the numbers have always been high. Even back in the day, I remember like it's all over Shelby County now, but I remember them saying Beanhampton, like some years back, was always had the highest number. And the sad thing about it is Beanhampton is not even that big, right? It's just a little section in Memphis. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Okay. Um Study residents more likely to contract. I'm trying to see if I could pull up because they used to have the areas, the high target areas around the Memphis and Shelby counties area. I should have looked up before I got on here, but I didn't. Okay. Um, I don't know when this data was. This data. This was in 2021. They were saying that the number of people living with it that was reported was 6,900. But we're not talking about the unreported ones, right? And so those numbers are not right. But it normally shows um I'll put 2024. I don't see it. I have to look more at it, okay? But I want to read. I was gonna pull it up, but I want to read it, what they're saying, and then I want to talk about this because this is just ridiculous. Let me go. Let me go to it. Okay. As a matter of fact, I guess I will pull it up. It says there is an alarming increase in the number of the new H+I+V tests in Shelby County. That's all the public knows. The extent of the outbreak has been quantified for the public, has not been quantified for the public. The Shelby County's health department posted a notice of increase in cases online on May 13th and highlighted the zip codes where the increase had been detected. Oh, okay, so I'm going to they're highlighting the zip codes, and I'm going to tell you the exact areas because I know most of the zip codes. Okay, 38103, that's the Memphis downtown area. Okay. Um, that's around 201 Popular and downtown where the rich people be at. Okay. 38105. I don't know. Let me see where 38105. Let me see the area of 38105. Hell, that's all the zip codes in Memphis. Okay, so 38105 is close to the downtown area, which is around the North Memphis area. That is around the North Memphis area, 38105. Um, Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I think that's the North Memphis area. Lane Avenue, Faxon Forest, Manassas. Yeah, that's North Memphis. That's close to the down. It connects with the downtown area too. The downtown area runs into that area. Let's see, 38106. That's South Memphis. That's going towards the downtown area, the heart of South Memphis. 38108. Let me see. I don't know what zip code is 38108. I have to look at, I know the streets when I see them. Douglas, Hollywood, Hyde Park, that's North Memphis. 38108. Let's see. 38107. Y'all know I'll be trying to look at all of the areas. That's North Memphis, Valentine area, of Snowden, around that area. They're saying this is where the outbreak is, y'all. 38109, that is around close to the Westwood area, Whitehaven, Westwood. Okay. 38118. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's North Memphis. God dog. Parkway Village. No, that's out in Parkway Village, Oak Haven, Capeville. If I'm not mistaken, that's probably Parkway Village. I don't know if that is around East Memphis. I think that's around East Memphis. Yeah, around Mendenhall. Okay, so that's East Memphis. Hell, that's the whole Memphis the outbreak is in. 38114. Castelia, Orange Mound, Bethel Grove, Imogen. So that's Castelia, Cooper and Young, close to Cooper and Young, but Orange Mound and Castelia. Okay. That's all the hoods. 38126. I'm almost sure that's Fraser. Let me see. 38126. I could be wrong, but that's what I believe. Sledge, Camille, Central Avenue, Crump. Crump. That's closer to downtown. That's downtown. So I was wrong. It's saying the downtown area around Walker Avenue. So it's the downtown South Memphis area. And because downtown and South Memphis connects, just like downtown and North Memphis connects. Downtown separates North Memphis and South Memphis. Okay. And 38127, Woodstock, Fraser. 38127 is Fraser. West Side, around that area, Benji Town, North Haven, Woodstock. Oh my God. Y'all, these are the areas where they said there has been an outbreak and an influx as it relates to the H to the I to the V. This is a darn shame that this has been going on and they waited and then they're not talking about it. It's so bad. They're not even talking about it. I remember when I was a teenager, you could walk into the health department because they was trying to keep the numbers down and get free con to the dumbs. Okay. And after a while, because they came up with this idea that they no longer wanted to prevent, they said that that was not in the budget anymore. Well, hell, they was basically, we found out later, that was basically being donated to them. So how was it not in the budget? It was being donated. Okay. So this is how you know that it's always a mess in the game. And this is mainly in the Black neighborhoods. This is why they didn't say nothing, because they don't care. As long we're the guinea pigs, as long as it stays. You didn't hear me say not one time that it was out in the suburbs, not one time. Now, I'm not trying to say that it is their fault that people are being irresponsible, but people get caught up with life every day, out of sight, out of mind. Why haven't they not been talking about prevention? All they talk about, they're not being proactive anymore. They're being reactive, because being reactive, that is after you contract this stuff. That's where the money is at. Well, you can live a long time if you take this. Y'all, this is what they do to us. But people are going to have to start being responsible, okay? Now, I don't think Binghamton, I guess everybody that had it in Binghamton in the day, them either moved out the area, because I don't think that area came up not one time. Binghamton's area code, let me see the area code to Binghamton. Hold on. I should know it, because I said area code, I mean zip code. I hope I said zip code on the other one and not area code, right? If I say area code, I meant to say zip code. Binghamton zip codes. Because the area could have more than one zip code. It's not showing me, but it didn't. When I was pulling up the areas, I didn't pull up Binghamton not one time. I guess let's see, that's around 38111, 38104. But you know what? They did a lot of regentrification around Binghamton, right? They did. So I guess a lot of the people that was over there, because it's more like they building it up. A lot of white people are buying over there. They regentrified it. So I guess, hey, that was the number one area at one time. That was the hood. My daughter's my oldest daughter's dad is from there. Honey, don't y'all worry, because I get one every year that I go to get my annual. But let me tell y'all something, and I never heard that he had nothing. But let me just say this. I remember they were saying that, remember when the doctors, the girls that was going for prenatal care, this is how irresponsible people could be. First of all, a lot of girls don't even like to get prenatal care. But when they was going for prenatal care, they used to automatically test you. And what happened was, when the girls found out, it was scaring the girls off, right? Because when the doctors automatically would, so they stopped telling you, or they stopped testing you unless you asked, because they said it was scaring the girls off. They didn't even want to know their status. They didn't want to know their status. Like I said, it's just a shame before God. Like, people, they want to be able to do what they want to do and just be irresponsible. But I think the professionals that are in place, that are being paid to spread awareness, they should be ashamed of themselves because they're not doing it. They are not spreading awareness. They don't want to do that because there is an agenda, unfortunately. But hey, even now, when you go to the doctor, you have to ask them for one. They don't automatically do it anymore. You have to ask them for one. And that's something that I talked about on my TV show like some years back. As it relates to this, okay, because when I go for my annual, you go get your pap smear and all of that. um they take your blood work, and I say, okay, I always say, even though I have been very responsible, okay, I have been very responsible, but I always say, I want to know my status, okay, even though I don't be worried, because there ain't I don't let nothing will ever touch me raw, okay, but anymore, because I have two children anymore, but I still be wanting to know, because I I get to thinking about, shoot, I had a boyfriend at the time, and we did kiss and stuff. I know they say you can't catch it through kissing, but I don't know. But or contracted through kissing, but I'm just like that. I'm real, y'all. I have like this weird little personality, y'all. I'm sure y'all starting to see that, where I'm very paranoid about everything. I'm paranoid about everything. And so I try to be extra careful. I always check stuff 3 and 4 times. But hey, this is a real issue, and it's really, really sad. And here's another thing, ladies. I know a lot of times we go for pap smears. This is what I found out. And that when we go, they're only checking for cervical cancer. They're not checking for anything else. They check to see, you know, um, cervical, your ovaries and stuff like, and they're not really, you know, they can't, as far as C, ovarian C, there is a special test that has to be ordered for that. And that is one of the reasons why, that when women find out that they have it, it's already in its last stages. So when you have to ask your doctor, and the test I hear is pretty expensive. And so when I asked my doctor, they said, well, there's nothing in your blood. I said, I want you to, she was like, we have to order the test. Right. And reading up on that, I found out about that. So we have to order that, you know. Um, She's like, but there's nothing in your blood. I don't see, when I did your pap smear, just by looking, up your what, your twat. It didn't look like anything was wrong. I said, but you can't tell, because the only thing you're looking at, you're getting samples and tissue from my cervix. You're not doing anything as it relates to my ovaries. Right? And so I think women, when you go for that, don't let them brush you off. Tell them, no, I want you to order the test and check me. And I want to be test. I want my ovaries to be tested for ovarian C. Right? So it's a lot of stuff that they don't tell you, that I'm such a research junkie as it relates to. I done told y'all, I be keeping I'm obsessed with making sure I keep that twat right. Okay, I be obsessed with it, okay? But I think more women should be, because not only it is our prize, but we have to keep it healthy, because if it's not, then it could shorten our lives, right? So that's why we have to be more responsible. I always talk about the JJ management, vagina management. You can't just be having any and everybody talking about them having fun going out up in your vagina. That's how you get all types of the H to the I to the V, stuff like that, and other bacteria, people putting their hands and stuff all up in your twat. You have to take care of that, just like you would take care of a newborn baby. Okay. I am very big on that. Everybody is not to come in contact with that. Okay. I'm big on that. But yeah, you know, hey, I really, I hate that. And it's funny because the one place where when it was more blacks over there in Binghamton, that was the highest number back in the day. Now, since they did the regentrification, I guess people have moved out to like the east and all of that. Okay, because once upon a time the white people were in the east. Now that they're doing a lot of regentrification, they moved to like Binghamton and all of that. A lot of the black people have moved out to the east. Now the east is on the list. Now, one time did you hear Bartlett? That's in Shelby County. You didn't hear about Cordova. You didn't hear Germantown. None of those other Millington, none of those other cities that are in Shelby County, just strictly mostly all of the areas in North Memphis, all of the areas in South Memphis. Okay, now 38116 Whitehaven wasn't in there, but 38109 is kind of Whitehaven Westwood area. Okay, because some of Whitehaven, at when you're going towards um Westwood, is still kind of Whitehaven. Going towards Westwood, like around Tulane and stuff, that is considered Whitehaven. Okay, but it's going towards Westwood. Westwood is in trouble too. Okay, so yeah, this is a serious situation. Make sure you wrap up, and they still don't want to say anything about it. Now it has gotten out because there is an influx, and it is like a epidemic at this point, and that is so sad. And before I get off here, I want to see the cities with the highest rates. See y'all. That's why. We was talking about that last night. I said, I'm so hey, it's been 15 months. I've been celibate for 15 months. No, nothing. Ain't nobody sniffed it, touched it, nothing. Other than my gynecologist and my in the bath water. Okay. And hey, I think it's a good thing then. You know what I mean? Because you have to be careful. Okay, you have to be careful. Let me see something. Look at me telling y'all my business, but I said that to say this. At first, I was ashamed about being celibate. I was like, dog, everybody getting their groove on. And I'm ashamed to say that it has been 15 months that I have not did anything. But, I mean, I have to be in a relationship to do something anyways. Let me see something. I've never been freely just had casual sex and friends with benefits. That's not me. Let me see. Highest city. Okay, in 2024. Now they're showing 2023. Let me see, 2024. Um, Atlanta is number one, y'all, but Atlanta has been number one for a long time. Let me go back up. Much work needs to be done. Atlanta ranks third in new H+I+V in infections nationwide. Okay. Um, but see, that's just showing Georgia. Let me see. Let's look at the top 10 cities. Okay, it's not. I don't know why it's not coming up. With the highest STD rates. Oh wow. Now this is just saying STD, and it could be anywhere, any STD, which is sexually transmitted. Oh, okay. This right here is even better. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. STD cases. It says chlamydia. This is in 2024. There have been 15,442 cases. Syphilis, 1,170. H+I+V, 618. And gonorrhea, 10,000, 100K population. So this is per 100K, per 100,000 people. So this is like, these numbers are per 100,000, and these numbers ain't right because they're saying in Memphis is number 2. They're saying Jackson, Mississippi is number 3. New Orleans is number 4. St. Louis is number 5. Baton Rouge is number 6. Montgomery, Alabama is number 7. San Francisco, California is number 8. Detroit is number 9. Washington, D.C. is number 10. Little Rock, Arkansas is number 11. Norfolk, Virginia is number 12. Portland, Oregon, number 13. Mobile, Alabama, number 14. Cleveland, Ohio, number 15. Miami, Florida, number 16. Minneapolis, Minnesota, number 17. Laredo, Texas, number 18. San Antonio, number 19. Milwaukee, number 20. Columbia, South Carolina, number 21. Richmond, Virginia, number 22. Fort Lauderdale, number 23. I remember when Tampa was number 1. Lexington, Kentucky, 24. Augusta, Georgia, 25. And this is cases reported. Oh, and this was, listen, and this says this was last updated. This was just for what was reported in January of 2024, for the month of January only of 2024. So they do it month by month. So that's something. That's something, y'all. So, I mean, this is sad, but hey, we got to be responsible. Just because you like somebody, it's not fun, to just be when you playing with your life. I always tell my children, like, when I've always told them, like, if you don't use protection, right, with people, that is just like giving a person a weapon. And or I've always explained it. I hold my hand out and I go, it's just like you putting your life in my hand. And that is just too much power to give anybody. You're putting your life in somebody else's hand and allowing them to play Russian roulette. Okay. So y'all wrap it up. I've been told y'all there was an agenda. Okay. But anyways, I want you guys, and don't be scared to go get tested. If you got it, start dealing with it and stop spreading it. The problem is a lot of people know they got it and they want to spread it. That's how low down they are. They got it. They say somebody gave it to me, I'm gonna give it to everybody. That's the mindset of people. And understand, just because you've been with somebody for 2 years and y'all was using protection, we solid. It don't, if he ain't been tested or she hadn't been tested, being solid don't mean a damn thing if you don't know their status. Because even though you solid with them, you just solid with somebody that had H+I to the V before they met you. Okay. So make sure you all are constantly going and getting your status together. It don't mean nothing. When people start saying, well, I trust you. Nigga, I trust me too. I'm clean. Okay. But the mere fact that you're ready to jump in bed with me, so those are the mind games that people play with nothing home. That lets me know people don't just do stuff like that. That's a habit. People do things that are habitual to them. So it ain't nothing special about me. That nigga just like the raw dog folks. So that should tell you something, instead of you think, well, we special. I'm special because he know I'm clean because he trusts. Yeah, he trusts you. Okay. But you shouldn't be trusting him. He trusting a whole lot of other women too. And the fact that he don't really know your status and he's trusting you like that, that says more about him not being responsible. So ladies, don't let people play with your mind like that. Okay. Go get tested together and do it every year. Okay. If y'all thinking about, well, we're going here, and I think they should start back getting blood tests and stuff before you get married. But they don't do that anymore. But start going to get tested and learn your status. Okay. But I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App.